I didn't really video much the last 2 days because I was frustrated with what I was working on. So as you can see, the propane stove's in here. I also have an outlet for the pipe. I was going to use this pipe because it's pretty inexpensive, but to do that you have to do you have to build around it to keep all the right distances. So I'd done that. I made a frame, but then you couldn't see the bookshelf and it looked all uneven. I despised how it looked, so instead I'm seeing if I can get just a rigid pipe that'll come up and over. You'll be unable to see some aspects of the bookshelf, but you can walk around it, and I think it would look a lot cleaner. So I'm doing that. But in that amount of time, I also then had to drywall and foam board this wall to get it all prepped, and I put some cement board in around there just to give a little extra help. I know there'll be a thimble that keeps it the right distances, but just for my own comfort. And so right now I'm gonna work on doing drywall all the way up and around here, and I might do a bit up along here, or I'll switch things up and I'll go upstairs and start working up there. We'll just see how I get along. I kept a little bit of the original video so you can see what the propane fireplace looked like with that surround. It does not look all that nice, so you can see why I took it down. But I'll move on to the next bit of my video. Ed and I have been out here quite a bit today. The boys didn't have school today, so we were able to stay out a little later. So I guess I should say what I did. So this is Gabriel and Theo's room, and I got this back wall done. And then I came in and around, and I got Samantha's dressing room done. So it's all finished in here. All the drywall is up. You can see where this recesses. That's where I'm gonna put a big thing of shelves. So it's just gonna be open cubbies. And then on the last day I was here, which was Wednesday, I had actually done this hall going down. There's Dad. Dad was doing some taping today and removing screws and putting up poly. And I think I'd shown this, but I also got the top portions all the way along. Got down along here, and then up the hallway. Kind of looks quite nice. And then the last bit was in here. And Dad was in here today. He put the poly all around the room, so this is ready for drywall. And also, there's Dad right there, contemplating the other cleaning I'm sure he wants to do.
Yeah, but I've already...
Everything's nice and clean.
All those walls.
And Dad did the vapor barrier on these side pieces, both here and there, and then all the nails and screws done. So, quite a bit today.
Yeah, thumbs up.
I came out here for Saturday, and I finished the hall here. So, right up to the top, drywalled. I am going to put a hatch there, but for temporary sake, I threw up this piece of OSB, just to be something solid that I can take off later and put a hatch, because it'll be cool to be able to store some things under here. And I don't want there to be a spot that I can't check on, because I am a little petrified of rodents. So if I can check everywhere, make sure they're not there, I'm gonna make sure I can check anywhere. I'm in the bathroom this morning, so I just got one little piece on here. I'm gonna try and get whole back wall done, maybe this done, and that wall there done before lunchtime. So we'll see how I get along. Just about to start working on this wall. There's so many things to cut around that I'm just going to start with the first section right around these pipes and coming out to here. So that's going to be my first section, and then I'll do over to about here where there's the double studs, and then I'll do another set up, get that all closed in. And then this I'm actually going to build out a little bit, so probably about 1.5 inches, so 2 by 2, and get that all framed out and then put drywall on it. And then drywall along the back. Might even have to do that before I frame that out so I can get it right up close. And then we'll figure out how the distances have to be to get the shower surround. Just finished this whole side. After lunch I'm going to build out right by the shower, put that drywall on. And I also put the tape kind of where the washer dryer stackable is going to be. So there's going to be like what? Let's say like a foot between that and the side of the tub. So not a whole lot of room to get in and around, but it's fine. It all works in the space. I just kind of ran out of material. I've got to go downstairs, I think, now and start working with the smaller screws. I still need to do this back wall, but I don't have any more large sheets up here. It'd be easier when Dad's here to help pull them all up. So I've run out. So all I got left are like some little scrap pieces. But yeah, so I have just the silver board to cover here, silver board back wall to cover there, and then it's the closets, and upstairs will be done. So very close. I was working away a little bit down here, just getting some of the drywall on this back wall. And the boys are going to be here in like 3 minutes, so I'm just going to clean up and get out of here.